Okay, welcome guys. It's me, Stranger Shell, and welcome to the Ocean Hive, the YouTube channel where we can talk about everything about life in between. So as what you can see from the title, we will be talking about confidence. By the way, if you find this video useful, it's super appreciate guys if you can really subscribe and also share the content to your friends if you find it very helpful to you, and at the same time if you find it very helpful to them. Now at some point in our life, there will be times, whatever it is in academics or whatever it is in the field of our career, there will be instances that we need to do presentations, we need to do public speaking, and um, those are just kind of tasks that people ask us to do that really requires a large amount of confidence, and sometimes that can really be a problem because let's just say that maybe there are really people who are naturally born confident, but I think for me and for most people, I'm not really that confident, and I'm one of those people who actually need to work for it. So I really need to really boost my confidence, and I'm also struggling of how to boost my confidence. But this is actually are some of the few things that most people do, or just a few tips. These are not actually a magic or a formula that will actually make you like it will totally instantly make you confident. This is are just actually things that you have to work, and you have to work or you have to focus in order for you to boost your confidence. So there's actually no shortcuts here. There's actually no formula or magic potion that I'm going to teach you how to make so that you'll be confident. Unfortunately, it's not going to be that way. There's just some few things that you have to work in order for you to boost your confidence. So that's just it. There are really presentations that will happen in our lives. Somehow we will be asked to do a presentations. All of us also, most of us will have the research or the thesis writing, and you have to face a panel. So of course it's very important to be confident because we all know what happened. We are not really, as an audience, we do feel looking at someone, we do feel awkward when we can really sense that the people talking in front of us is actually nervous, and it really makes a very uncomfortable speech. So that is why confidence is so important in when it comes to public speaking. So here are some few tips that you can actually that each and every one of us must work in order for us to boost our confidence somehow, in order for you to ace that interview, in order for you to really to get an applause for a presentation. So the first thing is never underestimate the preparedness and practice. So you can't actually go to a war without really preparing your stuff, without being ready. So it's actually very important for me. If I am going to have a presentation, normally what I do is that I usually do the presentation inside my room and do some practice, and do the points exactly, and that really keeps me on the track of the things that I needed to do. So preparedness and practice is also very important. Never underestimate the power of being prepared. It really the not only that preparedness will really try to it really gives you an opportunity also to practice, and as they say, practice makes perfect, and the more you are prepared, the more you will feel confident. So it's really important. Never underestimate the power of being prepared, and preparation. It's really important. Now when it comes to presentation, we all know that it doesn't really matter how good your presentation material is, how good your PowerPoint presentation. It doesn't really matter, because you have to remember that the delivery is a completely different thing. If you have the skills of making wonderful animation, if you have the skills of making wonderful slides that are very colorful, if you are more good in visual, but sadly, public speaking and is more on an interpersonal skill, and it's really a completely different thing. And uh, when it comes to presentations, we all know that we have to be really confident. So never underestimate the power of preparedness and practice. So the second tip also, guys, is to improve your interaction and communication. Know that you're not going to be confident in front of a dog. You're not going to be confident in front of a sofa. The only thing in this world that requires you to be confident are the mankind, the people, and they're the ones who really demands you to become confident. So it's so important that you get comfortable to people. I'm looking at you, introvert. So it regardless if you are an introvert, regardless if you're not really the type of person who is very sociable or an outdoorsy person who likes to hang out with people. Maybe you just want to stuck in your bedroom and play whatever computer games would you like to play. But you know, one of the most important thing to improve also with your confidence is to start getting comfortable with people. You have to really talk or communicate with people. You have to practice reaching out to people because that's just the only thing that really needs us to be confident are actually people, and we need to be comfortable to different people. And the more we are comfortable with facing people, talking to people, that can really aid us when it comes to boosting our confidence. So, guys, it's so necessary to work with your interpersonal skills, to work with your relationship with other people. So never underestimate it, guys. It's so very important. And the third thing that you also need to work with is focus on your strength, not your weaknesses. This is actually a problem of most of us because, you know, right before the presentation, you can really see, especially during the class presentation, you can see how your classmates rock the presentation. You can see they're really good, and then you start to compare yourself. Comparing yourself to others doesn't have a really good effect. And you've heard it thousand and thousand of times. Motivational videos, everything, you've heard it. The only competition you have, or the only person that you can actually compare yourself is only yourself. Never try to compare yourself and never focus of what they have that you don't have, because we're completely different people, and the only thing that you're going to be focusing on is yourself. The only competition that you're actually going to focus is only yourself. And the thing that has actually the thing that don't focus much to the things that really lack, that you lack, but at the same time it's very important also to focus to the things that much focus with the strength and weaknesses. So much focus on the, what I mean is, you must focus with your strength, you know, with your strength, because and then try to improve it even more, because if you dwell yourself to the things that you lack, the things that you actually do not have, so that's going to be will make a huge impact to your confidence, in building your confidence. And lastly, we have tip number 4. So, associate confidence with a positive attitude. So, don't treat confidence like an on and off button, or a switch off button, that you're just going to be confident because you need to. But you know, make it as part of your lifestyle. Make it as part of your personality. If you check your personality checklist and you don't have confidence ticked, or you did not write confidence, so better starting writing down that confidence word with your personality or personality development checklist. Better add it into your personality, because sometimes it's not also good to fake confidence. And we also don't need we also there's actually a very you can actually create a very bad image if you're trying to fake your confidence. So the important thing that we have to remember here is that, as much as possible, you should try to make confidence as what you really are, not just because you need to and you must be confident. So it should be part of who you are. It should be part of who you are. And lastly, let me just review to you all those 4 important tips, very useful tips. Preparedness and practice, never underestimate. It can really help you boost your confidence, improve your interaction and communication, because of course, confidence is actually seen from our interaction and communication with other people. And also at the same time, focus on your strength and your weaknesses. So also, but you have to improve more on your strength, and associate confidence with happiness and positive attitudes. So those are the most important things that you have to consider as you go through with the journey of improving your confidence. But guys, this is just only one last tip. It's not actually included. So just a side note, remember that there's a fine line also between confidence and arrogance. and cockiness. So those two things are totally different things. So there's also a fine line. Overconfidence, maybe not really such a good personality or attitude also. So there's a fine line between an arrogance and cockiness. So I'd rather be confident than, because than exceeding to the extent of that level of becoming arrogant. So it's not really also a good uh, attitude or personality. So thank you so much, guys. Super appreciate if you really and reach the end mark of our video, and I hope this can really help you. I hope you can share it also to your friend who need the most, who need to hear this for in order for them to be confident. If you have a friend who is actually about to do a presentation and he or she is really nervous of doing, so you can actually share this video to them, and I hope that it can really help them also. That's also what I wish. By the way, guys, if I think I just have a feeling here that I miss preparedness and practice, improve interaction and communication. I forget about the part of communication. Yeah, you also need to improve your communication skills as much as possible. What I usually do to improve communication skills, especially in a presentation, is that I usually face the mirror and do the presentation every time I take a shower. You have to. I think you already know, every time I'm driving. So that's actually what I do every time I'm riding the bus or I'm driving or whatever I do. I'm watering the plants or the flowers. So I usually draw out all the things that I need to do every time that I need to do some presentation. So it's very important also to work with your communication. Guys, so much appreciate if you really reach the end mark of our video. Thank you so much. I hope you can share this video to your friends, and this is once again the Ocean Hive, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the video. And I'll see you soon with the next video.